Now we are starting the paper EL 6501 unit 4. The topic is silicon control rectifier. Silicon control rectifier. The silicon control rectifier, it is nothing but it is also known as SCR. It is a three-terminal semiconductor device which is probably the most important circuit element after the diode and the transistor. In 1957, an SCR can be invented and it is used as a controlled switch. It used as a controlled switch to perform various functions such as rectification, inversion and regulation of the power flow. The working is rectification, inversion and regulation of the flow of power. The SCR has assumed paramount importance in electronics because it can be produced in versions to handle current up to the several thousand amperes and regulates the voltage up to more than 1 kilowatt. The SCR has appeared in the market under different names such as thyristor. It is also named thyristor. That means Thigh means thyroid, resistor means transistor. That means thyristor, it is the thyroid transistor. It is a unidirectional power switch and it is being extensively used in switching DC and AC, rectifying AC to the given controlled DC, converting DC into AC, etc. In this chapter, we shall examine the various characteristics of the silicon controlled rectifier, or we can say SCR, and their increasing applications in the power electronics. That means very higher range of the power, voltage up to 1 kilowatt, it can be regulates, and the 1000 amperes of current and 1000 ampere of current. That means very higher range, so it is also work in power electronics. Now silicon controlled rectifier, the basic symbol and its structure. What is inside the SCR? So inside the SCR, this is your SCR. This figure shows the construction. Construction is looks like this. Construction. This is your P N P N. P N P N. The one terminal, it is known as anode into bracket A. The second terminal is known as cathode. It is denoted by K. And the third one is the gate. And the third one is the gate terminal. It is denoted by G. This is the internal structure. Now the symbol of the SCR, very simple. Draw like this. The upper terminal is anode, the lower terminal is cathode, and one more terminal, it is nothing but gate, anode, cathode and gate. So the figure 1 shows the construction. This is your figure 1, construction of SCR, and this is your figure 2, symbol of the SCR. Now, a silicon controlled rectifier is a semiconductor device that acts as a true electronic switch. Now, why it is known as silicon controlled? Why not germanium controlled rectifier? Because this is your objective question. The device is made of silicon. In SCR, that means silicon controlled rectifier, the device is made of silicon. Due to this, why we are using silicon? Because leakage current in the silicon is very small as compared to the germanium. Since the device is used as a switch, it will carry leakage current in the off condition, which should be as small as possible. So we are using silicon instead of germanium. So we can tell that this is your silicon controlled rectifier. There is no germanium controlled rectifier. Now it can change alternating current into the direct current. Alternating current into the direct current, and the same time can control the amount of power which is fed to the load, and the same time control amount of power. This is the function. This is the function of the SCR. Hence, SCR combines the feature of the rectifier as well as transistor. Hence, the SCR has a combination of the feature. It converts AC into DC as well as at the same time control the amount of power. So, SCR combines the feature of the rectifier and a transistor. Now, the construction details. These construction details. When a PN junction is added to the junction transistor, the resulting 3 PN junction device is called silicon controlled rectifier. I repeat, when a PN junction, that means this, it is added to this PN junction is added to a junction transistor. It is added, that means plus, this is your transistor, NPN, added to a junction transistor, the resulting 3 PN junction, 1 PN junction, second PN junction and third PN junction, right? The resulting 3 PN junction device is called as a silicon controlled rectifier. This figure 1 shows the construction, figure 2 shows the symbol of the SCR. It is clear that it is essentially an ordinary rectifier and a junction transistor. Ordinary rectifier, that means PN, and the junction transistor, that means NPN, combined in one unit, which forms the PNPN device. This forms the PNPN device. 3 terminals are taken, one from the outer P-type material, which is known as the anode A. Second, from the outer N-type material, this is your N-type material, and this terminal is known as cathode, which is denoted by K. And the third from the base of the transistor section, and it is called gate. And the third one is the base from the transistor section. This is your NPN transistor. This is the base of the transistor. From this terminal, we take the one terminal which is known as the gate. In the normal operating condition of the SCR, anode is held at positive potential. Normal way, anode is kept positive potential. In the normal way, normal operating condition of SCR, anode is held at a high positive potential with respect to cathode and gate at a small positive potential, and gate at a small positive potential, and both are with respect to gate, both are with respect to cathode, with respect to cathode. The silicon controlled rectifier is a solid state equivalent of the thyratron. It is equivalent to the thyratron family. Here the gate, anode and cathode of the SCR, gate, anode and cathode of the SCR, anode, cathode and gate of the SCR correspond to the grid, plate and cathode, correspond to the grid, plate and cathode of the thyratron. For this reason, SCR sometimes also known as thyristor. SCR sometimes also known as thyristor. Right? So this is your short question, why it is known as thyristor. Now the second one is the working of the SCR. How it works. Working of the SCR. Next topic is the working of SCR. It is silicon controlled rectifier. Load is connected in series with the anode. The load is connected in series with the anode. The anode is always kept at a positive potential with respect to cathode. The working of the SCR can be studied under the following two heads. When the gate is open, when first condition, when the gate is open. Under this condition, when the gate is open, under this condition, the structure looks like this. This is your PN. This is your anode. It is connected with load, positive potential with respect to cathode. This is your cathode. This is your junction 1, junction 2, junction 3. We can write junction 1, junction 2. This is your junction 3. This is your gate. It is also, first of all, when the gate is open, that means no voltage in between gate and cathode, no voltage. Our first condition is when the gate is open, the gate voltage, there is no voltage in between gate and cathode, there is a voltage in between anode and cathode. This is high positive voltage and it is connected through load resistance R. This is the structure, right? In the circuit form, when we are discussing about the SCR, we use its symbol. So in terms of its symbol, it looks like this. This is your anode, cathode. Anode it is connected through with RL, positive potential. So this is your anode connected through RL, positive potential, plus minus with respect to cathode. This is your cathode, and gate is open. That means this is your gate. There is gate, no voltage in between gate and cathode. So there is no voltage in between gate and cathode. This is your gate. There is no voltage. Simple circuit. Simple circuit, right? Now what happened? This figure shows the SCR circuit with gate open. That means no voltage applied to the gate. Under this condition, junction J2 is reverse biased while junction J1 and J3 are forward biased. This is your reverse bias, and J1 and J3 both are forward biased. Hence, the situation in the junction J1 and J3 is just as in an NPN transistor with base open. NPN transistor with base. Base, that means this is open. Consequently, no current flows through the load RL and the SCR is cut off. No current flows through the load and the SCR is cut off. That means in off position. In off position. However, if the applied voltage is gradually increases, a stage is reached when the reverse bias junction J2 breaks down. Now, if in this condition, now if we increase this voltage, 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt, 10 volt, 12 volt, at some times junction J2 breaks down and the SCR now conducts. There is no voltage in between gate and cathode. When there is a very small value of voltage in between anode and cathode, the SCR is switched off. That means it is cut off. But now we increase the value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15 volt up to more than its breakdown voltage. The SCR now conducts heavily and is said to be in the on state. And now the SCR is in on state because we increase the voltage between anode and cathode, and we increase this voltage in such a way that the SCR, the junction J2 breaks down and the SCR is switched on. The applied voltage at which SCR conducts heavily without the gate voltage is known as breakover voltage. So what is breakover voltage? Breakover voltage. So what is breakover voltage? When the applied voltage, this is the applied voltage at which SCR conducts heavily without gate voltage. See, there is no gate voltage, right? And this voltage is known as breakover voltage. This voltage is known as breakover voltage. Now the second condition, when the gate is open, gate is open. Now when the gate is positive with respect to cathode. Now when second condition is when the gate is positive with respect to cathode. What happened in this condition? So see the diagram. This is your P N P N P N P N. This is your anode. There is a voltage RL, positive, negative, connect to the cathode. This is your cathode. Now, this is your gate. Gate is positive. Gate is positive with respect to cathode. Gate is positive with respect to cathode. This is the circuit. In terms of symbolized form, this is your symbol of the SCR, anode, cathode, in between anode cathode, positive voltage with the help of RL. This is your RL, this is your positive negative battery, anode, cathode, right? Now what happened in the second case? The gate, it is connected with a small value of the voltage, positive negative with respect to cathode, right? This is your gate, this is your cathode, this is your anode. This is the equivalent circuit. This is the equivalent circuit of the internal structure. Now our condition is, when the gate is positive with respect to cathode, what happened? The SCR can be made to conduct heavily at smaller applied voltage by applying a small positive potential to the gate as shown in the figure. Small positive potential. Now junction J3 is forward bias and junction J2 is reverse bias. J1, J2, J3, this is your J1, this is your J2 and this is your J3. So here J3 is forward bias and J2 is reverse bias. The electrons from N-type material start moving across the junction J3 towards left, whereas holes from the P-type towards right. Consequently, the electrons from junction J3 are attracted across the junction J2. The electrons here attracted in between these, attracted towards the J2, and the gate current start flowing. I repeat, the electrons from the junction J3 are attracted across the junction J2 and the gate current start flowing. As soon as the gate current flows, anode current increases. I repeat, as soon as the gate current flows, anode current increases. The increased anode current in turn makes more electrons available at the junction J2, in the junction J2. This process is continuous and in an extremely small time junction J2 is breakdown. Now the junction J2 is breakdown. Junction J2 is breakdown and the SCR start conducting heavily, and SCR start conducting heavily. Once SCR start conducting, the gate loses all the control. Even if gate voltage is removed, the anode current does not decrease at all. The only way to stop conduction, it is the SCR in off condition, is to reduce the applied voltage to zero. To reduce the applied voltage to zero. That means here what happened, when we are connecting gate voltage here, right? Very small amount of gate voltage connecting here. Here there is a supply voltage, right? When we increase this gate voltage up to 1 or 2 or 3, then the junction J2 break down and the electron flows. Hence what happened, the current passes through the SCR and the SCR is switched on. So there is very small amount of voltage up to 6 or 7 or 8 volt depending upon the which type of the SCR we are using, right? The SCR start conducting. That means SCR is in switched on condition. Now what is the conclusion of this? So what is the conclusion of this is first conclusion, right? Conclusion of this first. An SCR has a two state. Either it does not conduct or it conduct heavily. The SCR has two state. Either it is on or either it is off. There is no state in between. Therefore, SCR behaves like a switch. Therefore, SCR behaves like a switch. There is either SCR is on, either SCR is off. There is no in between condition. That's why it works as a switch. The second conclusion. The second conclusion is there are two ways to turn on the SCR. To turn on SCR, there are two ways. The first method is keep the gate open. The first method is keep gate open and make the supply voltage equal to the breakover voltage, and make supply voltage. What is this supply voltage? Voltage between anode and cathode. Increase this voltage in such a way that the SCR is turned on. The second method, this is your first method. The second method is to operate SCR with supply voltage less than breakover voltage and then turn it on by means of a small voltage 1.5 volt or 30 milliamp. So second method is there is a voltage applied between gate and cathode. That means the gate is connected with the cathode and there is some supply voltage. Due to this supply voltage, nearly 1.5 volt or 2 volt, right? Now when we increase the input voltage, that means voltage in between the anode and cathode, the SCR switched on very rapidly, very rapidly. This is the second way. Third conclusion is applying a small positive voltage to the gate is the normal way to close an SCR. The normally in SCR working, we make some or we apply some small voltage to the gate and cathode, in between gate and cathode. This is the normal way operation to switch on the SCR. Applying small positive voltage to the gate is the normal way to close an SCR. To close an SCR, that means switched on the SCR, because the breakover voltage is usually much greater than the supply voltage. And the last conclusion is to open the SCR. That means to make it non-conducting, reduce the supply voltage to the zero. So to switch off the SCR, supply voltage reduce to zero. These are the four main conclusion of this lecture. Thank you.